this chapter. Now let me tell you, it's your boy, Senji Jikake, baby. Back. I can't do the Senji. I can't do the Senji voice, man. Senji Jikage, his voice is just too clean, too smooth. But it's been a while since I've done a review. I've been ready for the past 2 or 3 weeks to do one, and I just haven't felt like I've been doing them. I just haven't been rendering them and editing them because I feel that each week I'll just wait until something better happens. I feel this is the week to where I'm finally just gonna upload this review because I just feel I need to discuss it. So to all you people who said that Naruto and Sasuke, well, that Naruto at least was going to meet the Sage at one point when he in his dreams or of some sort, you guys were correct. I honestly doubted that because to me it seemed too cliche and too obvious, and since everyone was so able to predict it so easily, it just seemed I just doubted it. And hey, it happened, so kudos to you guys. But at this point we find out that Sasuke is also having a discussion with the Hermit himself, along with Naruto. They're not in the same I guess you could say dream dimension, but they're both talking to him. And I'm gonna get back to this, but I want to know what Sasuke's answer was when the Sage asked him, like, what are you gonna do? But let's start from the beginning. I think something new that we found out in this chapter that where everyone was under the misconception of is that if you have a Sharingan, if you get Senju shells, oh my god, I can't speak to that today. I'm having like a big slur. I don't know why. But if you have Senju cells and along with a Sharingan, I guess people thought, I'm pretty sure everyone thought that you would get the Rinnegan, most likely, just like what Madara got. Turns out, twist is that we learn is that that's not the case. It turns out the reason why Madara got the Rinnegan was because he mixed Indra's, I guess you could say, chakra, reincarnated chakra, along with some of Ashura's, which he got from Hashirama. So I guess that's not how it works. So I guess you just have any old Sharingan and you get some Senju shells. Why am I saying Senju shells? Oh my gosh, it just won't work out. And that was pretty interesting. And to all you people who might be confused, like, what about Nagato? If you guys don't know, Nagato got his eyes from Madara after Madara had already unlocked the Rinnegan. He took them out and gave them to Obito to give to Nagato. So that's your answer to that, in case any of you guys were wondering. So we learned that, and some people also were wondering last chapter when we found out about the whole reincarnation thing. It is right that Madara and Hashirama were the first, I believe it's called, transmigrants, and that was also very interesting because people were seeing how Hashirama looked just like Ashura a bit. Madara resembled his brother. Madara even resembled his brother even more now that he's in the Sage Mode form, say the 6th Path form. We didn't see his brother. What's the Sage's name? Well, I'm just gonna call him the Hermit. So then it gets on to the point where all the tailed beasts start popping out of the ground. They start surrounding Naruto and the Hermit. And the Hermit goes on to say how Gamamaru predicted a blue-eyed boy would call the name of all the 9 beasts and play with them. That was very interesting. I like the way how that prediction was said. How, you know, play with them. You know, it just gives Naruto that you know, peaceful feel to it. That playful charm, I guess, for lack of better words. Then the Hermit went on to say, I understand why Ashura and Indra chose to reincarnate into Naruto and Sausage. He said that Naruto has a way of attracting people to him, and then the Hermit could now understand why Naruto could summon his soul. Now what I want to know is, why could Sasuke summon his soul? If that's the case, was it because of, my theory is because of maybe Sasuke's, it must be something that Sasuke has. If Naruto has the ability to attract people to him, what is it that Sasuke has? Is that his determination? Well, Naruto also has determination. Could it be his I don't know, his maybe it was his hatred, his strong feelings towards his goals, which are pretty much driven by hatred. Maybe that's what summoned the Hermit. But honestly, that's kind of a plot hole because I don't think Kishimoto is even gonna elaborate more on that. So yeah, like I said, that doesn't really make much sense. Of course, I did expect, obviously, when we learned that Naruto had Ashura in him, that oh shit, oh man, not editing it out. But holy crap. Anyway, we obviously everyone connected that hey, Indra obviously must be reincarnated into Sasuke. I honestly lost my train of thought. I sneezed and that I had a perfect train of thought going. I had everything planned out perfectly in my head. Hold on, let me think about this. Whatever, I can't remember what I was saying. I remember I left off with Naruto, where I was saying Naruto attracts people, and I can't figure out exactly what it is that made. Oh yes, I remember now. So yeah, we all already connected when we learned that Naruto had the Ashura chakra in him. That Sasuke must have already had Indra in him. So we already know that. But what I didn't expect was for Sasuke to also be at the same time having a discussion with the Hermit himself. I'm guessing somewhat similar to what Naruto and the Hermit was discussing. And what made me chuckle in last week's chapter was how Naruto asked the Hermit, "Hey, can you get me out of here?" Hermit says, "No, nigga, I can't do that." But he says, "But if you want, you go ahead and ask me about my family." Like, who's gonna say that? Okay, I can't help you out of this. You're probably panicking right now. You don't know what's going on. But in the midst of all of that, go ahead and ask me about my family. Yeah, it seems legit. So then, Naruto didn't even ask the Hermit about his family. He just went on and started telling him about his family. And I'm gonna get on more about his family in a sec here. So what I want to know is, and this is something that Senju talked about last week. It was very funny. Where did she come from? And pretty much Naruto asked, where did she come from? And Hagoromo, what do I say? I'm just gonna call him the Hermit. The Hermit said it doesn't matter where she came from. So pretty much, Naruto, think of it this way: Naruto was the community, and the Hermit is Kishimoto. The Naruto/community is asking where did she come from. Kishimoto is basically saying, don't ask where she came from. She came from where I said she came from, and that's a land far, far away. And I said that she gave birth to the Hermit, so don't question it. So none of that matters to you. So that was pretty funny, but I'm still interested in knowing where she came from, because we learned to find out that she had the Byakugan and the Sharingan. Byakugan were her normal eyes. I just thought that her eyes just looked like that. Obviously, we haven't got to the episodes in the anime, so I can't really see exactly what she looks like in color. I just thought that maybe her eyes just looked like that when she gained the powers from eating the fruit. I didn't think that those eyes were Byakugan eyes. And the Hermit said that his mother came from a land far, far away. He must know where she came from, because that's his mother. He could have said, oh, he came from here, blah, blah, blah. But obviously, we're thinking this in the Naruto world. From Kishimoto's point of view, if he's going to have to say where she came from, he's probably going to have to branch off farther and farther and explaining what land she came from. And he's probably just going to get into a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff that Kishimoto just probably doesn't want to get into and just drag on stuff a lot further than he would like. So I can understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, he is a manga author, so I'm thinking he could have figured out some way. I probably could have thought of some way that he could have told us where she came from without him having to branch off into a whole bunch of other stuff, unnecessary things that we don't really need to know. Because Hermit said that she came from a land far, far away. Shrek came from a land far, far away. Is she a Pixar character too? I don't know, but I was very interested. And then I was kind of just let down. But at least Kishimoto just said it out just like that, like, hey, it doesn't matter where she came from, so just get that thought out of your head and don't bother me about it. And so we learned that she had the Byakugan in her third eye. On her forehead is a Sharingan. I thought she had a Rinnegan, and I was mistaken, and I learned that Hagoromo was the one that had the Rinnegan, but people are theorizing that Thera Ring, is that how you say it? I don't know. People's theories are that Hagoromo's brother was the ancestor of the Byakugan, pretty much the Hyuga clan, I guess you could say. And we didn't really get any information about his brother. We were just kind of cut off on that too in the same chapter. The chapter gave us a whole bunch of information, but we just got the hand in our face to a whole bunch of other information. I don't know if Kishimoto's gonna branch off onto his brother, maybe tell us something about his brother and maybe the later chapters, because if it's true that his brother is actually the ancestor, or is the first person, well, his mother would be the first person And also, obviously we got answered of who was the first person to have the Byakugan, and we also were told of how they're all connected in some way. Our question was answered pretty much of how they're related, the Hyuga and the Uchiha clan. So thank you, Kishimoto, for finally revealing that. Or was it Hagoromo's brother that had the Byakugan? And if so, I can understand why at the moment Kishimoto has no reason to branch off into discussing about his brother, because at the moment the Byakugan isn't really important. But I would very appreciate it that in some later chapter, if it is so that his brother was the one that had Byakugan, if the Hermit got the Rinnegan from some type of mutation, you know, just from some chakra mutation, because, you know, his mother was just so powerful, and on the other hand his brother was the one to inherit her eyes, then I can understand that. And also how her Sharingan that she had, I'm guessing she unlocked all of her eye traits after she ate the fruit, because I'm guessing before that she was just a normal human being, or who knows, because we don't know where she came from. She could be an alien, but I'm guessing she was just a normal human being, and after she ate the fruit, it just all got unlocked at once. And it explains how the Hermit's son Indra got the was the ancestor for, I believe, the Uchiha, you could say. And pretty much it's all passed down through genes is what I'm trying to get to. And so that's enough about the Hermit's brother, I guess. Like I said, I'd like to know more about him. People are saying that the Destiny thing kind of ruined the Naruto theme. I don't know, maybe not. I would say that the whole Destiny thing did kind of screw up. I don't think Kishimoto even planned on this. I don't think he even noticed what he was doing when he thought up the whole Destiny thing. People are relating it to Avatar with the whole Destiny and reincarnation thing, but I don't think Kishimoto even noticed what he was doing. And I'm not saying he screwed up real bad, but it's making a whole lot of plot holes when it comes to reincarnation and how reincarnation relates to the real world. People are trying to connect it, and some people are having trouble. So I can understand where people could be kind of mad, and how people are saying that pretty much from the start Naruto was meant to get it to become successful, you could say, because that's what happened to Ashura. He just unlocked everything, all of his powers. What I'm wondering is, will they become CH.6P now that they're getting some chakra from the Hermit, or is he just awakening their powers, such as when Ashura awakened his powers, and are they just going to get a huge power boost? I, for one, would prefer them to become CH.6P, because then I'm a type of person that likes to see I like to see physical changes among characters when there's a power up. So if they power up and there's not much of a physical change, just them being stronger, to me that's very, very lame. I like them. That's why I like when Madara powered up, he had a godly form, even though now he's getting wrecked. He had a godly form, so that would be very boss. And so like I said, I really hope that they get to become CH.6P rather than just, or if they do, just to get their chakra awakened with the reincarnation chakra that's within them from Ashura and Indra. I still would like if they get some type of physical change along with it. People are saying that perhaps if they do get the CH.6P power within them, that Naruto would get the Sun Staff while Sasuke would get the Crescent looking staff, which would make a lot of sense. That'd be pretty boss. And finally, Madara's getting wrecked. Why is Madara getting wrecked? I was under the misconception some chapters back of how godly Madara was. When Obito got the powers, he was very, very strong, and he got taken out by Talk no Jutsu. Madara got it, I'm like, okay, he's a lot stronger than how Obito was. He should be much more powerful. But at the moment, he's getting wrecked by a guy. Obviously, Madara is a person that enjoys a good fight. That relates to how when him and Madara used to fight, he enjoys a good fight. But he's getting wrecked to a point to where he's bleeding out of the mouth, which, you know, it just doesn't make much sense to me. I was really fooled to where I thought that Madara was just extremely strong. He was so strong he made, remember, before he was even the CH.6P, he made Sasuke float in the air. He just defied gravity and everything. So what happened? Is it just that he's just waiting to a certain point to do it, to like unlock all of his powers? I think at the moment he's just toying with Guy, in my opinion. That's just how I see it. Because when it comes to Madara versus Guy, I'm on Team Madara. because I'm trying to go with logic. It depends on how you guys see it, on how powerful the 8 gate should be, according to the CH.6 path. When I think of CH.6 path, I think of godly powers. 8 gates, I think of very, very strong powers, but it shouldn't be up to god powers. So I don't know. What I'm hoping is when Naruto and Sasuke both awaken, they will awaken and they will finally arrive to where Guy and Madara are fighting, to where Madara is about to finally finish off Guy, maybe pierce him in some way, fully penetrate him, but just about to finish off Guy in front of everyone. Because I'm a type of person that likes to fear, that likes to see the characters emotionally distraught. That's why when I first started watching Attack on Titan, I loved it because I like seeing the characters' emotions just in shambles. I love it. I don't know why I love it. I just love it. So I would love to see Madara get taken out in a type of Slade type of way. Everyone distraught. Then Naruto and Sasuke, like, you know, they're mourning over it, but it's like, hey, what are you gonna do? Type of style. And then they just walk past everyone and just approach Madara with new power. That'd be boss. So 17 minutes. It's way too long. I'm sorry, guys. Way too long for you guys. But I haven't done the chapter in so long. I just had to do it. I'm sorry if you guys just couldn't watch the whole thing. For you guys who did watch to this point, thank you. We're going on 18 minutes now. I'm gonna finish before we get to 18 minutes. If you like the video, like it. If you like it, favorite it. If you want to see more of it, subscribe. And like always, a funny comment always helps out. Keeps me motivated. Tell me what you guys think. I rate this chapter probably an 8, 9 out of 10 perhaps. Fuck, I didn't finish for 8 minutes. 8, 9 perhaps, because we got some good information. We're getting some good information recently. Tell me what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I'll try to do next week to see how good it is. Hopefully they reveal Sasuke's and Naruto's new forms now, or their new power-ups at least. And hopefully Kishimoto doesn't waste time and they hurry up and get back into the real world and take on Madara, because I'm tired of this whole Madara versus Guy led on bullcrap, and I'm just ready for Guy to die. I want him to die. So tell me what you guys think, and I'll talk to you 6 people later. Deuces.